Hello and welcome everyone. Uh, Apologies for starting a bit late. Thank you. Nonetheless, thank you for joining us today. My name is Bhargava and I'm part of team here at Turito and going to be a moderator today. I'm joined here by our speaker, Mr. Durga Prasad Kunta, Global Program Head of Turito International. Thank you so much for joining today for our webinar on Turito's newly launched NAPLAN program. Before getting into the specifics, let me offer a quick introduction about our speaker of today's event. Mr. Durga Prasad, who had finished his BTech, BA Triple Math, BEd, MPhil and MBA, also did diplomas in child psychology, general medicine and dietology in the US and on educational management in the UK. Mr. Durga Prasad had worked as Chief Educational Officer at United Nations Organization, and he has tremendous experience in guiding thousands of students to world-renowned universities such as Harvard, MIT, and many more Ivy League colleges. Thank you for joining us, Durga Prasad sir.
Thank you, Bhargav.
This webinar is an outreach program by Turito for the students who are seeking for a bright future and parents who dream of giving their kids the best education. If you have any questions as we go, please feel free to type them down in the Q&A and we shall be answering we shall be taking end of this session. I'll now have Durga Prasad sir take us through the Turito's NAPLAN program.
Yeah, I think there is one parent who has a problem. They're not able to see anything on the screen. Can we help them?
I've started sharing my screen, sir. Are you able to see my screen?
I'm able to see, but some parent is not able to see.
Okay. I think they're able to see now. Let me just give a quick overview before we start about the NAPLAN. Just let me give a quick overview of Turito. Before we get into NAPLAN program, let me offer a quick overview of what Turito is and what does the platform actually mean to you. So it's an innovative tech platform with sole aim of offering quality education to across making it accessible to everyone. And currently we are offering one-on-one tutoring and NAPLAN and OC exam prep courses for the Australia team. And we are also present in USA, Middle East, India, and Singapore regions, offering various test prep courses and one-on-one tutoring services, along with foundation courses. How do we stand out? So these classes which have been offered to the students are live interactive classes instead of broadcast or instead of just one-way teaching. And we have experienced teachers. We have a dedicated criteria of selecting those tutors through multiple steps, which Durga Prasad sir will take you through this webinar, and a dedicated parent app to ensure that parents have an idea of the progress to understand where the students learning journey is, and daily practice tests, regular assessments, etc. Yes. Durga Prasad sir, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Bhargav. Yeah, can we show that slideshow to the parents so that they also see the questions which are generally asked and what is that I'm trying to explain them?
Sure. Let me just run through the PPT.
Yeah,
I hope you're able to see my screen.
yeah, I'm able to see, and of course, parents might also be able to see that. Yeah, yeah, dear parents, these are the few questions which parents are always asking about. So, first of all, which all grade students uh, I mean, this NAPLAN test can be taken, assessment test can be taken. It is grade 3, grade 5, grade 7, and grade 9 students. Uh, then, which month or which part of a year this test is conducted? It is conducted in the month of May. Uh, and of course, this being 2022, it is May 2022, this NAPLAN is being conducted. Now, the third major question which most of the parents ask is this NAPLAN, is it going to either pass or fail a student, or will it hamper the academic progress or reporting or whatever may be the thing? So it does not represent pass or fail. It does not represent any pass or fail. This is just an assessment test which is conducted by Ministry of Education, Australia, only to ensure or check the curriculum design, whether the purpose with which the curriculum is designed, is it serving or not. So it does not either pass or fail a student in any of the grades. So now the question arises, if it is neither a pass nor a fail, it's giving neither a pass nor a fail, then why this is conducted and why a student should take it? This is very, very important. Yeah, I think, can you hear me clearly? I think my voice, somebody is not able to hear. So am I audible now clearly?
Yes, sir. I think
Yeah, yeah, thank you. So when this is not either passing or failing a student in any grade, then why this NAPLAN is conducted and why a student is being taxed with some assessment test which does not have anything to do with the regular passing or failing of a grade. Yeah, dear parent, here this is very, very important question which parents get a doubt. Like, so though this does not pass or fail a student, but student is studying in a particular curriculum, so that curriculum is designed with some purpose. So whether that purpose is being served or not, this is very, very important for the designers of the curriculum to assess. And if it is not serving the purpose, then they need to make necessary changes. So then what is the purpose? So the purpose is to create the creativeness in the child and usage of language by all means, communications. When I talk about communications, it involves 7 skills: listening, writing, reading, speaking, group discussions, interviewing skills, and life skills. So these all, if they are being created in the child or not, is very, very important for the designers of the curriculum to assess. And therefore, unless student participates, how can the government assess? So it is very, very essential for a student to participate. And as well, this is as far as language is concerned. Now, in English and mathematics and sciences, they'll be assessing how well the child is understanding the concept and how well they are able to apply the uh, concepts learned to a situation. So now when I talk about this, they test only in English and math, not sciences or anything else. So, but mathematics itself is a gauge to assess other subjects, like curriculum design, whether it is served or not. Therefore, they test in English and mathematics. Now, other way, if you look at, the schools are benefited because government funds those schools, all public schools, and a school will have a say with the government to ask them for extra funding, or to show them that, like, these are all the things we have achieved for the students, and we need to do these things, and we need funding. So when this NAPLAN assessment tests are taken by all students of that school, and they are showing good performances and all, government would be more keen, because that particular school is showing a lot of interest in the curriculum and training the students as per the requirement. So therefore, they would be ready to give all the benefits, additional benefits, whatever they request. And from the student's perspective, apart from major benefit that the course is being assessed, the other benefit is there are few private schools most sought by the parents and students. So this becomes an academic profile. They don't take based on this test. Please understand the difference between the two. They don't take student based on this test performance, but this becomes one of the academic credits which they consider, and this may add up to their profile. So these are all the different advantages. Therefore, a student should take NAPLAN. Now, the second thing why a student should take this NAPLAN means, now a student is struggling in certain zone. So we should never teach NAPLAN as a subject. We should teach NAPLAN as an assessment program only. So therefore, Turito's NAPLAN program is designed in assessment way only, not in teaching lesson forms. So therefore, when a student is being tested or assessed, definitely we understand the deficit zones of the student, where a child is struggling, whether it is concept or calculations or applications or creativity, whatever may be the thing. So we understand where a student is struggling, and we get enough time to help the child, because a child should be helped. Without child being helped, we cannot expect a child to perform. So therefore, child needs all the support that he or she may feel that they will be comfortable with. So we need to provide. Being teachers, we provide that, and being parents, you provide that. So for this, it will be helpful. Now, when this, I mean, the coaching for this NAPLAN should be taken, because it is tested for 3579. Should I go only when I'm in 3579? Which month I should start? All these are the questions that parents get. So, dear parents, here I want to be very, very clear with all the parents and even students. See, this NAPLAN test may be tested in 3579 grades, but the assessment test is conducted to help the child in their weaker zones, academically weaker zones. So therefore, if let's say a child is in grade 2, so if they are being trained on this design of the curriculum, and the whatever may be the purpose of curriculum is that is being given to the child, and now we started noticing that there is some problem in the child. So child gets 2 years of time to rectify the problem, because they'll not do only this NAPLAN assessment. They'll be doing the regular school curriculum, extracurricular, co-curriculars. They'll be in sporting. They'll be in so many other activities. So it's so many activities in front of them. They should also have leisure to enjoy their life. They should also have leisure to do what additionally they want to do, to recreate themselves and keep themselves comfortable and happy in their progress. So for all these things, while they get time, they should also focus on this. So they are getting 2 years of time to work out on those deficits, like that. So therefore, there is no grade in which a student should take this assessment coaching, and there is no month where they should see. Suppose let's say May is the month, 4 months coaching. So let's say they should start in January or February, but they can also start in June, previous June itself, because they get another few months, 7 to 8 months of extra time to recover. So therefore, I request parents not to look at time or month or year or age, whatever may be the thing of child, but take this NAPLAN coaching and ensure that student is supported with all the support they need. So, Bhargav, can you take on the next questions, which are generally asked by parents? Yeah, this we discussed. Yeah, this also we discussed, but I think I'll stress a little bit on these points. Yeah, as I clearly mentioned, NAPLAN tests two subjects, English and mathematics. So in English, it is generally two things that are being tested, writing and reading. So when I talk about writing, it is grammar, vocabulary, everything is included in the writing part. And reading part is very, very critical because most of the students fail in reading part only. Uh, See, reading means they need to understand the paragraph given, they should analyze the paragraph, they should understand the central theme of the paragraph, they should understand the ideas of author of the paragraph, so many things. So these all needs a lot of skill, and a child should get the narrativeness in them, because once they get the narrative skill, then only they can understand what the author is trying to explain. So all these things are being tested, and numeracy, how quick a student can calculate, how best they can understand a concept, how to work on with a given concept, what all formulas that can be applied, etc., etc. All these come under numeracy. So when these all skills are there, a student will be able to excel in the regular curriculum. So therefore, we train students on all these concepts that I talked about till now, not just the syllabus like. Generally, regular curriculum, we teach like a syllabus, but this we don't do that. Now, while doing all these things, we ensure that student does not fall in their school gradings. That is very, very important. If we realize that there is some problem that can arise or that is arising already, we'll alert the parent and as well as the student, so that a child is given enough time to uh, recover and work. So that's the reason why uh, this test has its own importance. Yeah, Bhargav, next question can we go? Yeah, this we discussed, academic growth. Yeah. So, as I mentioned, this will be taken in the month of May. This test will be conducted in the month of May. And of course, some schools, if somebody misses it, they reconduct this test and send the marks assessments to the government. Yeah, these are all the things from my side. So hope I could clarify all the doubts. But still, if any questions are there, you can ask me. I'll be answering them. Thank you.
Yes. So we started getting few questions from the parents, and so there's one question asking about clarity on OC.
Yeah, this is generally a test conducted for admission into few private, elite private schools, which are most sought. The syllabus and other details, curriculum details can be shared once a child approaches us for that. So again, this is also same like English and mathematics. It is tested on the similar grounds of NAPLAN, but not exactly the same.
So there's one more question saying Sunny is in year 4. He missed year 3 NAPLAN test. Can he still appear for year 4?
No, there cannot be year four tests that can be taken by the child. But school should have conducted another test for him. But it doesn't matter. Let him prepare. If school doesn't conduct year three test for him, let him prepare for year five. It doesn't matter, because more than a student, school should be more worried about it. But student should be worried only in one aspect, that whether he or she is able to cope up or not, to understand that, and what additional measures that a child need to take or parent need to support the child with. So therefore, it doesn't matter from student's perspective if he or she has missed grade 3. Let them start preparing for grade 5 now.
Okay.
And yeah.
So there's one more question. So what were the extra efforts taken by the Turito team for students who are not smart enough to catch up with the standard of other kids?
Yeah, actually, we assess the student first. Once we realize whether we'll see it is actually a negligence from student side in involving in teaching learning process, or a child is really facing a problem. If it is the negligence, then we try to explain the child and also the parent to ensure the child focuses. Otherwise, if it is a real problem, definitely we support with all the help that is required, including remedial measures, which will be conducted periodically based on the need of the child. And apart from the regular course, we also conduct some remedial classes, then support system, 24/7 support system. uh, and if needed, like involving I mean, if really we feel that some other zones a child is weak or needs support, we also talk to the parent and child, and explain them where a child needs support. And based on the acceptance, we provide all the additional support required, whatever may be the zone, whether it is individual subjects or regular curriculum, or whatever may be the thing.
Okay. So there's one more question asking about when the NAPLAN is conducted. So this is conducted in May for this year. And is it going to be conducted only in May every year? This is the question.
Yeah, it's only May every year. Um, so that too only for 3, 5, 7, 9 grades.
And next question, is there any syllabus officially prescribed by the Victorian government?
Yeah, there is syllabus prescribed, so we go on the same grounds. Uh, but we go on a holistical growth of the child rather than sticking to the syllabus area, because there are certain uh, developments that need to be taken in the child. So we also keep those things in mind and take measures accordingly.
Okay. There's one more question. Does NAPLAN help in selective school exams? Does three exams have a same or separate format?
Yeah, actually, NAPLAN does not help in any of the selective school exams, but the same curriculum is followed by everyone, everywhere. So therefore, once the main crux of the curriculum design is followed and ensured in the child, then definitely it is helpful for the child in any format of the exam. And uh, this uh, NAPLAN is an objective format, multiple option questions. So it differs from other format, but syllabus is same, subject is same, the concepts which a student is involved is same. Therefore, a student need to be well equipped with every format of the test. So therefore, it helps in many ways.
Okay. So moving on to next question, says how are top good schools going to access based on NAPLAN? Student is given a specific, not a specific score, but it's a range. And there will be hundreds of students applying for such school. So does the analogy hold water?
Dear parent, here I already clarified, they never take a student based on NAPLAN assessment alone. It is only one of the academic credit. So when multiple things are being seen or tested or checked, then this becomes only one part. So it doesn't matter if two or three students or plenty of students have same score, or there is any clash. So if as two students, let us take two students are logged in every aspect, then they give priority to the age of the child if only one seat is there, like that. So there are multiple things a school will look at, not just NAPLAN assessment. It is only one of the academic credential. That's all.
Yes. Uh, Next question is NAPLAN going to be online or offline this year?
Online. Every year it is.
Okay. Yes. There are a couple of questions regarding the fee structure and the start date of these classes and the structure of the course as to how many lessons in a week and how long these sessions would go off. Shivam, could you please answer those?
Hi everyone. Bhagwa, am I audible?
Yes, Shivam, you could hear.
Hi. Actually, with the lessons plan, there will be 4 class every week for this NAP plan, and it has been segregated on the different grades with the kids. Like if the kid is in grade 3 and 5, so there will be total 40 class to all the preparation of the NAP plan, and there will be 4 class per week. And if the kids are from grade 7 and 9, then there will be total 58 classes, and that will be also with the 4 class per week.
And can you detail about the fee structure as well?
Yeah. So the prices, the charges are also segregated on the different grades. If the kid is in grade 3, so it will be the charge for the grade 3 will be for the 40 sessions. It will cost 549 Australian dollars. And if the kid is in grade 5, the that will be also like total will be catering 40 sessions in total, and that will be 599 Australian dollars. And it goes when it goes for the grade 7, then that will be like we'll be catering 58 sessions for them, and that will be 699 Australian dollars. And for the grade 9, it will be also same 58 sessions in total with the 4 class per week, and that will cost 649 Australian dollars. Is yeah there will not be one-on-one teacher. The NAPLAN is always conducted in a group class, that is one teacher and 3 students.
So we have a question from a parent asking from Queensland. So my son is in year 3. Do you do lessons for Queensland? And how different is the curriculum structure and
So curriculum structure is same like the school curriculum only. It is but in different format. So it doesn't matter whichever may be the part of Australia the child belongs to. It's all generalized structure which gauges certain things connected to that grade. So therefore, it doesn't matter which part of Australia the child belongs to.
okay. Uh, Apparently there are few books available in the market. Uh, are they really helpful?
Yeah, dear parent, here I'd like to be very clear. See, if a student can learn just by reading books, then there'll be no need of teachers and institutions and all. So definitely books are helpful, but once a child understands, then they are helpful. To understand, every child may not understand on their own. Very few students will be there who can understand by reading books. So a coaching, a support system, everything is needed to the child. But at the same time, once a child understands, then these books are helpful in reference and making themselves perfect in that guided syllabus. And of course, I don't say that not even one student can understand on their own and they cannot do anything on their own. I'm not stating that. There could be few students, but very, very few students who can really read books and understand on their own and make themselves perfect to the required levels. That is very rare and gifted kids.
Okay. One more question. Are these classes specifically only for tutoring, or will the students also be provided with sample assessments?
Yeah. There will be assessment tests, fortnightly assessment tests, and after the course completion, 5 grand tests. So therefore, there will be a continuous evaluation process and support system all the time, and remedial classes wherever required will be going on with. So the support system is so deep and so intense in our Turito platform that even we give a chance for the student to WhatsApp the doubt they have, and we clarify them immediately as and when the child posts them. So that intense our support system is. And apart from that, we have recorded lectures placed in our platform, which Bhargav might be taking you through next. We place our recorded videos in the platform so that a child, whenever they get a doubt, they can open that recorded video and they can go through that and they can understand. There is no need for any student to search for any outside tuitions for anything and waste their time and money. Once they are with Turito, they are with everything, and every support system is provided, every help is provided. A student does not require any other outside help. That much intensities.
Moving on to another question. If a child is very behind the grade level, would you recommend they skip the upcoming NAPLAN this year and take the next one in 2 years' time?
Yeah, sir. Here I suggest one thing: never skip any test. Whether child is really able to score marks or not, it doesn't matter. It's always an experience. I request every parent to understand one thing: uh, any test that is being conducted, not only NAPLAN, will help us understand where the child stands and what additional support a child needs. So then why to skip? So never ever take a habit of skipping tests, and please don't give that habit to the students. Let a student take every test that is being conducted, whoever conducts it, wherever it is, whichever grade it is, it doesn't matter. Whatever may be the format, if it is conducted with some purpose, let child take it. Let us understand where student understands, because these tests, whatever may be the test, these are conducted only to help us understand how the child is coping up, not to test where they stand, just to understand how the child is coping up and take necessary measures. So please don't skip any exam.
Okay, we have another question asking about, or in fact, detailing about the enrollment process. Shivam, could you please explain?
Yeah. So the enrollment procedures, like we can proceed it like directly. with the doubts they are having it, or if they want to directly pursue with the enrollments, then we will be just sharing the complete email with the NAPLAN programs and the payment details attached in the same email, and from there they can directly proceed.
Do they have some sort of demo to be taken by the teachers, or some sort of trial class will be provided to the parents?
Yes, definitely. uh, Demo team there who are there for providing the demo sessions, and once after all the details have been provided from the parent side, we can go with the demo classes whenever the kid is free.
Yeah. Do you provide NAPLAN study material is the next question. Uh, Durga Prasad sir.
Yeah, the parent, we have content placed in our portal. It will be in a classwork form, daily practice papers form, work at leisure form, and library form, and mock tests. So a student, as soon as a class's lecture is over or a class is over, they should open the portal. Not they should open the portal, work on mainly DPPs and submit them, which will enable us to understand how much a student is able to cope up with the syllabus that is being covered or with the processes that have been done. And this enables us to support and alert the student as well as parent, and help the child to recover from those deficits. So definitely content is there, but I request every parent who is admitting their child in our course to ensure that student works on this content and submits. Submitting is very, very important for us to get all the feedbacks.
One more question, asking about the teacher's expertise and the criteria or the qualifications which the team is following to select them.
Yeah, dear parent, here I'll explain you how the process goes on. First of all, we don't appoint any teacher who is not experienced to teach, unless they are highly talented and having a lot of subject knowledge. We don't appoint. So the appointment process, first we conduct a written test. Once a teacher secures at least 80%, we don't take them to the next stage. Next stage is discussion with the subject expert, followed by a demo, then followed by a general interview, then onboarded. After onboarding, we train them for 2 weeks on the systems and processes which Turito follows and what is expected from them uh, while they are teaching. And afterwards, continuous evaluation process goes on. Before this before this process starts, we certify the teacher, then we allot the classes after certification only. And once they are they started teaching, we also keep on evaluating them continuously periodically, to ensure that whether the expected deliverables are delivered or not, to understand that. And even their recorded lectures are checked by subject experts. And if anything is missing, we'll be guiding those teachers to improve on them and help the child.
There are a couple of questions on how long the session would generally take, and more detailed questions on the fee structure and when the batch would commence from. So these details, I think this our sales team would reach out to all the participants who have attended and would connect them in detail. Also, would be sharing the with more materials, would give them a better understanding of the course which the team is offering. With that, although we have a few questions, but keeping time in mind, So thank everyone who, thank all the participants who have attended this session. Thank you, Durga Prasad sir and Shivam, for making it more engaging.
Thank you, Bhagat. And thanks all the parents and students.
Thanks again. With that, I'll be closing this session. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.